The Oni harnessed the power of corrupted Teru Bosu to bring a deadly drought to the land. Many died of thirst and starvation. Their spirits became Onibi, vengeful apparitions that drained the life from all they touched. The ghosts had to remove the corrupted Teru Bosu to bring rain back to the land. The Oni's warriors stood between the ghosts and their goal.
Time to die! Didn't see me coming. Shot. Something is out there.
The path to the first corrupted Teru Bosu was clear. The first step to bringing rain back to the land was done. Lighting, kami of storms and thunder, granted the ghosts a gift. With Lighting's gift, the ghosts could call forth us. The ghosts continued onward to remove the remaining corrupted Teru Bosu and end the drought. Only be withdrawn with the corrupted Teru Bosu. Lighting's storm
What will make this hurt?
There were more corrupted Teru Bosu in a nearby village. The Teru Bosu are simple rain charms made by children in the hopes of good weather. But the Oni corrupted them. The ghosts arrived at their destination, a village once filled with life.
Someone there?
But alive no more. They set out to remove the corrupted Teru Bosu from the area.
Know how to use that sword? Use
The villagers were all worked to death by the Oni's overseer. The ghosts would make him pay for this. More corrupted Teru Teru Bosu remain. Only a single ghost remains.
On your feet!
Thank you.
Who's there? Let's see you fight! Too easy!
The corrupted Teru Teru Bosu were gone, but the rains did not return. Leijin warned the ghost that the Oni's overseer was to blame. A path opened up that would take the ghost to him. As long as the Oni's overseer lived, the drought would never end. The ghosts arrived at a small island held by the overseer's cruel grip, but Oni blocked their path. The only way through would be to remove the last of the corrupted Teru Teru Bosu and bring back the One goal remained.
This will die. You're dead.
You're not done yet.
Only one ghost remains.
Stay down.
With the final corrupted Teru Bosu removed, the rains returned, washing all the Onibi away. The path to the Oni's overseer was clear. Enraged by the return of the torrential rains, the Oni's overseer directed his fury at the ghosts.
Face my wrath! Your skill!
A single ghost stood alone.
Get back in the fight.
Defeating the Overseer and removing the corrupted Teru Bosu weakened the Oni. The ghosts were one step closer to visiting vengeance upon him. Furious over his recent losses, the Oni sent enforcers to execute anyone who favored the ghosts. The mangled bodies of the innocent were displayed for all to see and became infected with hatred. These echoes of malice threatened to tear apart the barrier between the realms of the living and the dead. The echoes of malice caused Omibi to reappear, drawn by their hatred. The wind god Hu-Jin revealed an altar knowing the altar granted the ghosts a blessing in the form of Hu-Jin's wind catcher. It could be used to gather nearby Onibi and then hurl them at an object, such as an echo of malice. The Onibi cleansed the echo of malice, but there were more ahead. The ghosts continued onward, hoping the path would lead them to the Oni's enforcers. More of the Oni's followers appeared. The ghosts realized the Onibi were turned against them. There were many echoes of malice. A massacre took place here. The ghosts needed to cleanse the echoes and rid the village of the Oni's followers.
Someone there?
Right on target.
With the echoes of malice cleansed and the Uni's followers defeated, a path opened before the ghosts. They hoped it would take them to the Oni's enforcers. The ghosts continued, eagerly awaiting their chance to bring the Oni's enforcers to justice. The ghosts arrived at a quarry, intent on tracking down the Oni's enforcers. Once again, they followed the trail made by the echoes of malice. The ghosts were ambushed by a malevolent spirit unlike any they'd faced before. It eluded the ghosts' attacks. They suspected that their new enemy could be anchored in place, using only a single ghost to remain.
Keep fighting.
The only be anchored the enemy. Now the ghosts had a way to defeat their foe. The ghosts made their way into the quarry, but the Oni's enforcers were nowhere to be seen. However, there were still plenty of enemies to deal with.
Easy kill.
As the ghosts approached an outpost, they sensed a new presence. It had to be one of the Oni's enforcers. The ghost brought one of the Oni's enforcers to justice, but more remained, including their captain. The outpost was filled with building supplies awaiting delivery to a fortress nearby. The captain would not go down easily. The ghosts arrived at a fortress held by the captain of the Oni's enforcers. They would use the Onibi once again to cleanse the echoes of malice and defeat the remaining enforcers.
Something there?
fight to clear the courtyard drew out the ghost's prey. The captain of the Oni's enforcers finally showed his face, and the battle to destroy him began.
You will die in agony!
Expert execution.
With the captain of the Oni's enforcers cut down, all echoes of malice removed, the Onibi were drawn elsewhere. The ghosts stripped away the Oni's power and protections bit by bit. Soon they would face the Oni himself. With the Oni's enforcers defeated, the ghosts picked up the trail of the Oni's general. He was a malevolent spirit who blocked the way to the Oni himself. The ghosts learned the general was encamped on a hilltop outpost and set out to find him. As they neared the general's outpost, the ghosts came under attack from a fire spirit. Fortunately, Lai Jin granted them the gift of his storm. It would protect them from the fire spirit's attacks. The fire spirit was vulnerable up close. More fire spirits battered the ghosts with blazing volleys. Fortunately, Lai Jin's storm continued to progress. An echo of malice blocked the ghost's path. The wind god Hu Jin saw the ghost's need and granted them his gift once again. They could use Hu Jin's wind catcher to gather Umbi and use them to cleanse the echo of malice. Only a single ghost remained.
Back in the fight!
The ghosts cleared the outpost, but the Oni's general was nowhere to be seen. The wind urged the ghosts further up the hill. As they pressed forward, the ghosts encountered a deadly new enemy that wielded Onibi as a weapon. The Oni's general had evaded the ghosts for now. If the Oni's general wasn't at his outpost, then he was likely at the Oni's castle. The ghosts stormed the Oni's castle, determined to vanquish the Oni's general. echo of malice blocked their way into the courtyard. Once again, Hujin's wind catcher would clear the way. The general was determined to stop the ghosts, and sent more of the Oni's followers to block their path.
Your head is souls are angry. Face my wrath! The soul. Challenge.
The ghosts were victorious, but the Oni's general was nowhere to be found. There was still one place the ghosts hadn't looked. A small homestead long thought abandoned. A path opened that would take the ghosts there. The ghosts arrived at their destination. The otherwise unremarkable homestead was covered with Onibi. The Oni's general had to be here.
Nothing can sever my bond of fealty to the Oni. In life, I trained them to become great. Life. I'll slaughter any who seek.
Like the malevolent spirits the ghosts had faced before, the Oni's general proved nearly impossible to strike. Only the Hujin's wind catcher would anchor him in place and give the ghosts a fighting chance. The Oni's general fell, and the Onibi finally left the realm of the living. Now, the ghosts were ready to strike their killing blow against the Oni himself. ghosts arrived at the Oni stronghold, ready to avenge all who suffered under his rule. Hujin's Windcatcher and Laijin's Storm were both granted to the ghosts to aid them in their task. The castle was well guarded. Reaching the Oni would be a challenge the ghosts were eager to face. The ghosts defeated the Oni's guards, but the castle's main entrance was sealed. They needed to find another way. A graveyard to the side of the castle was filled with malevolent spirits. Perhaps they guarded another way into the stronghold. It needed to be cleansed using Oni be captured by Hujin's Windcatcher. The ghosts entered the first courtyard, only to find it filled with the Oni's corrupted Teru Teru Bosu. They needed to remove it before continuing on.
Here I come!
I require aid!
Stream booth, calm.
Flaming arrows from the Oni's fire spirits rained down upon the one. Fire spirits were deadly from afar, but vulnerable.
Hate is mine!
The path to the Oni was blocked with countless Oni beams. The ghosts had to find a way through. Now all that stood between the ghosts and their prey was an echo of malice. Fortunately, there were plenty of Onibi nearby to cleanse it. The path to the Oni was clear.
when I killed you, you will not find it.
The Oni stood before the ghosts. They were eager to exact their vengeance.
I was destined for greatness. Don't try to promise me.
The Oni's vile flame was finally extinguished. The ghosts had their vengeance, and the lands controlled by the demon were free.